Acorn TV, proud sponsor of Just Seen It, offers hundreds of hours of British mysteries, dramas, and comedies streaming commercial-free on demand. Learn about our 30-day trial at acorn.tv/PTV. David Wosniak is a good-natured underachiever content with his life.
I need order in my life.
And this is order?
But a mistake at a fertility clinic made him the father of 533 children.
My genes were on a professional basketball court tonight.
When 142 of them file a lawsuit to meet him, his life is turned upside down in Delivery Man.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
I'm Zorianna.
And I'm Sean. Next up is Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn. We've all just seen it. Lisa, did this movie deliver for you?
It did. I really liked it, which surprised me. I fell for the film because it was amusing, it moved me, and it was full of surprises in that it starred Vince Vaughn. I was not expecting this from a Vince Vaughn film.
The concept was brilliant. The fact that a guy, has 533 children that he doesn't know exist is brilliant. But I wasn't as moved because I thought that they really showcased too many kids for me to actually feel connected to any one of them.
I did think that it had some heart to it, and I was surprised at both the performance by Vince Vaughn and just the sort of Vince Vaughn vehicle that this movie became. I just think that the script doesn't quite get there all the way. I was kind of rooting for it, and it sort of stumbles, and one of the things it stumbles with is the fact that we have so many characters to get through. It doesn't do them all justice.
At a certain point, the film becomes just one kid after another and learning their life story and how he helps them through. And you're just sort of wondering, well, how many kids are we going to go through until we actually continue on with the rest of the plot?
What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna declare you the father.
Yes!
No, David, wait. I'm gonna declare you the father on probation.
I agree. I think it could have been tightened a little with just a few less introductions of his children. But I thought the real strengths were the big crowd scenes when all the kids were together. And that's when I really felt this movie, when they were all interacting with each other.
The cast here I thought was pretty good. Vince Vaughn gave me a performance I've been waiting for Vince Vaughn to give me. He's been doing all of these comedic roles that just seem like he's the same person over and over again, The Internship, on and on. He started with dramatic performances in movies like Broke Down Palace and the remake of Psycho, and I think he's finally got a character he can sink his teeth into with this movie.
Which is what exactly? I mean, what is this revelatory performance?
I think he actually has an arc. He actually has something to play. He's a different character at the end of this movie than he is at the beginning of this movie. There is some emotion involved with his character. It's not just, I can do my Vince Vaughn shtick.
I commend him for trying to branch out to something a little bit more tender. And yes, there are tender moments in this film, but he was, again, a man-child here. He did start off that way. Yes, there was a little bit of change. It gave us a little bit of the glimpse of, maybe a different Vince Vaughn, but I don't think he fully committed.
What I appreciated about his performance, though, is he was the perfect everyman. He was someone that I think a lot of people could relate to, and the rest of the cast, I liked about that, too. Nobody overshadowed anyone else. He just looked like a pudgy, everyday, ordinary guy.
So I've been thinking that we could plead insanity.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you would not be held responsible for actions taken while mentally unstable. I mean, we could bank on your mental problems.
I don't have mental problems. I don't have mental problems!
When we're in court, I want you to say it exactly that way.
Yeah, I was surprised at how similar this film was to the original Starbuck, but when you consider you have the same writer and director, all he did was translate his film.
I don't know too many directors who would actually want to remake their own movies. I think they'd prefer to move on to something new and fresh. But I think Ken Scott was pretty smart to insist on directing the remake, because when you have a little French-Canadian film with no stars that no one saw, well, when Hollywood comes calling, you'd be stupid not to insist on being in charge. And of course, it's gonna pay off for him big time, because more people are gonna see this version than they would ever see his, so it's just a good career move for him. It's paying off already. He's doing another movie with Vince Vaughn right now.
I liked the original just a little bit better, filmed in Montreal. It was a little grittier. It felt a little more sincere. The lead actor that had the Vince Vaughn role, he reminded me of a young Gerard Depardieu.
I haven't seen Starbuck, so I don't exactly know how to compare it. I know that Starbuck was a bit of a festival film in Canada, and here it's now translated into a big Hollywood production. I do feel that elements feel very Hollywood in it. The finale feels a little bit just, you know, it's that nice Hollywood grand ending, and I feel that if you really took this premise and went all the way with it, you would probably not wind up at the conclusion that we wind up in this film. And those are the elements that just make the film not quite feel perfectly genuine to me, that I can say, yeah, this is something to go see.
This film does have a few little issues, but it ultimately delivers warm laughs and tender emotion. I say see it.
Some nice moments that hint at a deeper Vince Vaughn, but these man-child roles are getting a little bit tired. Stream it.
Delivery Man has the goods, just not quite enough of them for a full recommendation. I say stream it.
So our votes add up to 2 full tickets, which is a stream it for Delivery Man.
Cheers. That's getting cut from the show.
Acorn TV, proud sponsor of Just Seen It, offers hundreds of hours of British mysteries, dramas, and comedies streaming commercial-free on demand. Learn about our 30-day trial at acorn.tv/PTV.